My name is Bonnie DeCasey, and I am back with another book review for A Face from Uranus, Correspondence Between Ted Burr and Henry Bellamy, 1943 to 1945. This book was edited and published by my friend and colleague, Lenny Pinna. This is a little bit of a longer review. It is from Amazon, and it's from 5 o'clock somewhere. Hands down, the best book I've read in years. Wow, this book far exceeded my expectations. As the mother of a transgender son, I witnessed firsthand the struggles and prejudice trans individuals face every day. When I came across A Face from Uranus, I was very intrigued. What would the experience be for a transgender individual living 80 years ago, before LGBTQ rights? Going in, that really was my expectation, to hopefully get a glimpse and understanding of what this young person went through, yet it provided me so much more. Admiration. Admiration for the lost art of letter writing. Both Ted and Henry's letters were often pages long and full of such detail on their daily thoughts and activities. It really pulled me into their world and experiences and made me feel so alive to where it felt like I was there. No one writes like this today, so it was a moving experience I wasn't expecting. Teenage angst, impulsiveness, emotions, oh, the drama and mood swings, universal adolescence on display. As a mom, I could relate even more to Ted and understand some of his trials and triumphs, and was rooting and caring for him just as Henry does in his letters back to Ted. A window into the time period of World War II for those at home. There are glimpses here and there throughout which deepen my understanding of the war's impact on Ted's friends and family. As an added bonus, there are so many quotable nuggets throughout of wisdom. Henry, one thing you must learn well is that the greatness and richness of humanity lies always in the common man. It rises to expression in the uncommon man. The oh so special kind of name usually isn't anything and seldom does anything of importance. And one of my favorites, calm down. Nothing was ever done in froth and lather of hysteria. Too many more to call out here, and so many that this easily will be a book I reread multiple times just to pull out the gems and relish. And perhaps best of all was the endearing friendship and love that developed between the writer and the teenager. I became so engrossed in their letters and lives, I couldn't put the book down. This book moved me, and I became invested in what would become of Ted and Henry. Incidentally, after finishing the final letter and afterward, I felt so downhearted. Through the years of correspondence shared in the book, I had gotten to know and love 19-year-old Ted Burr, but in real life, he had since passed away. I wanted so badly to hear from the today Ted and find out if he ended up okay and how he reflected on his own life. Newsflash. I found on the internet the book's author has also created a feature-length documentary with the 76-year-old Ted some years back. I'm ecstatic. So if you fall in love with Ted as much as I did, check it out. Thank you so much for this review. It was so moving to me to read. As someone who is very close to this project, this review was very emotional for me to read, especially as a mom, because I do understand what she's saying, that you really are rooting for Ted in this book. You want him to have the life that he deserves. And I really loved at the end how she said she felt downhearted about not knowing what happened to Ted. Because when you get to the end of the book, you do want to know. You want to know that Ted is okay. And that's why I think this project is so amazing, because Lenny did a movie 23 years ago called Letters to Uranus, The Hidden Life of Ted Burr, where he interviews 76-year-old Ted Burr. He is an absolutely wonderful man. I didn't know him personally, and you will be amazed. You will fall in love with Ted, and you will be emotional when he talks about these letters that were hidden for 55 years. Additionally, on this channel, Ecclesia Arts, Lenny has the new pilot. It is called In the Name of Jamie Wakefield, Too Pretty for a Boy, which continues the story between Ted and Henry. This is something that Lenny wrote. I am the editor and producer of this piece, and it's just an amazing project that I am so proud to be involved in. So I highly recommend checking out the movie from 23 years ago to see the elder Ted Burr. I recommend reading the book, which is the letters between Ted and Henry, the correspondence, and then checking out the 90-minute pilot. Lenny is now currently reading episode 2 of that pilot right now, but I would go in order. I would definitely start with Letters to Uranus, The Hidden Life of Ted Burr, then move on to the book, and then move on to the TV series. I promise you this is an amazing journey that you will relish in. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to doing another review. If you've read the book, please do review the book on Amazon. I would be honored to read your review right here on Ecclesia Arts. Thank you so much.